Hello everybody and welcome back to Analog Vernacular. Today we're going to be playing some more Triangle Strategy, and also, PlayStation just had their State of Play. And SquareEninx? What the hell is Diofield Chronicles? What was that? I mean, come on, Triangle Strategy, Diofield Chronicles, Octopath Traveler, what are these names, guys? What are these names? Either way, I'm gonna be keeping my eye out for that game because, well, it looks like it's gonna be a strategy RPG. So, obviously, I'm gonna be, keeping an eye on that, seeing if it's something worth exploring more in the future. I'm guessing that game is pretty far out, but if you don't know what I'm talking about, just look up Diofield Chronicles and find the trailer that played at the State of Play. Frederica voices her doubts to Serenoa. Alright, main story, let's go. Yeah, I have no idea what to think of that game. I'm intrigued, though. Several days later.
Serenoa, do you have a moment? I was hoping to talk to you about our marriage. Now that Glenbrook has been brought to ruin by Esfrost, is there any meaning to our union?
It's a fair question, I suppose.
My brother may have been planning this from the start. And yet I came to Wolffort with the intent of marrying you, completely unaware of it. It's always like this. Nothing ever goes as I would wish it. The course of my life has always been at the mercy of others.
As has mine. Almost nothing happens the way I thought it would.
But you have a home. Somewhere you can return to someday. You are surrounded by people who care about you.
As do you, as a member of House Wolffort. Your place is with us now.
Serenoa.
And though this may sound pretentious, this is a time for you to think about your future and what you must do, Frederica. Just as I am.
I suppose you are right. What must I do?
Here you are. Master Benedict has been searching for you both.
Understood. Let him know we will return at once.
I mean, at least at this point they can decide whether they get married based on how they actually feel about each other, rather than a political one, because, well, that shit don't matter anymore.
You said we received a delivery from Minister Sorsley.
Yes, mostly food and materials, plus a considerable amount of coin.
That is quite kind of him.
House End is a wealthy one, even by Hyzant's standards. This would barely put a dent in their coffers. We have distributed the resources as needed. We've even managed to restock our reserves.
Wish I could be happy for the help, but I can't say I am.
Agreed. Relying on them comes at a price. They will be looking for recompense.
I believe that to be their true aim.
But this is the path we chose to walk together.
Indeed. And as long as we stay the course, the winds of favor will someday be at our backs.
A missive from Minister Sorsley has arrived.
I see he wastes no time. What absurd request could he possibly have in store for us?
Nothing good, that's for sure.
Okay, looks like we're gonna have a vote. Serenoa and the others gather to discuss their response to a certain minister's request.
Yet another problem has arisen, as we anticipated. I would like to ask everyone what they think. Benedict, if you would.
Yes, my lord. We have just received a request from Minister Sorsley. We are to deliver his cargo to Esfrost.
Cargo?
A load of salt that bypasses the consortium.
He is asking us to be an accomplice to his illegal dealings.
We're his mules. What a dick.
The nerve of him, asking the Honorable House Wolford to do such a filthy job. No way we'd agree to that.
But consider this. Agreeing would secure us proof of his unlawful business.
That's a good point.
Are you suggesting we report him to Hyzant?
I am saying it is an option.
You got a point. We have a duty to speak up when something's not right. That's the honorable thing to do.
We might even earn the Holy One's trust.
Have you all forgotten? Minister Sorsley is one of Hyzant's Saintly Seven. His connections run far deeper than ours. We must tread carefully.
Then we need solid evidence to convict him. I should think the salt he wishes us to transport would suffice. But we are the only ones that know it. And it is indistinguishable from the salt that is legally distributed. Far from the solid evidence we need.
You got an idea, Roland?
Regrettably so.
One false move and we lose both Minister Sorsley's support and Hyzant's trust. Without proof, we have no choice but to go to Esfrost.
If only we had evidence of his misdeeds.
It comes as no surprise to see our opinions differ, but a decision must be made. To report Minister Sorsley's illegal dealings to Hyzant, or become a silent accomplice. Bring the scales. It is time to make our choice.
I don't really know which one I want to do here. We managed to survive the battle, but the situation around us grows yet ever more complex. The decision before us now will greatly sway the course of our future. I must be firm in my convictions. Okay, so transport the illegal salt to the duchy at House N's behest, or travel to Hyzant and report the illegal salt shipment. I might transport the salt on House N's behest. I might do that. Ooh. Yeah, I don't know on this one. Let's go and talk to everybody, and then maybe based on some of the conversations we overhear from our people as well as the people out in town, maybe that will influence us. Maybe that'll help me make a decision. You look like you're from Hyzant. It was no easy feat ferrying all of Minister Sorsley's provisions. It just goes to show how deep the pockets of the Saintly Seven are. I never thought their generosity would extend beyond Hyzant, though. To say I'm impressed would be an understatement. The Saintly Seven are highly revered in the Holy State. Claims of any illicit dealings would no doubt be met with skepticism. I agree, and I don't want to end up having to turn to Esfrost, but at the same time, I don't want to work with either of them, because they both suck. Huh. There are no good choices, ladies and gents. There are no good choices. Okay. And honestly, I like that. I don't like it to be necessarily black and white, you know? Like, we could look at this black and white, like either we're doing an illegal thing or we're turning in the person who's doing the illegal thing, right? So... I am happy that the provisions Minister Sorsley sent are being met with joy by the people. Is there anything you would like me to relay to him in return? Before that, there is something I would know. What do you think of Minister Sorsley as his vassal? He is one of the Saintly Seven, and a greater liege than I deserve. I think his benevolent character should be apparent, after all the aid he has bestowed upon Wolford. He is also a man committed to righteousness and will not tolerate any semblance of injustice or betrayal. You are the same, are you not, Lord Serenoa? But of course. A warning, no doubt. Perhaps Minister Sorsley is not so generous as others make him out to be after all. Okay. I know complaining won't do me any good, but it's downright awful not having a place to call my own anymore. Sadly, I can't do very much with these legs of mine. Life would be easier with a roof over my head again, though. I'm sorry, gal. I finally got something to eat, but my house... Ooh, look at this. Let's see. A large oil jug. Okay, so most likely this one is a 1 square and this one is a plus. Now, I don't think speed and evasion are rings we can get at our normal shop. So I should consider maybe getting one of these. I'm going to get an evasion ring. Pricey. We'll save what we have left. Okay, some timber. Quality stone. Pet the cat. I'm gonna assume he pet that cat. There wasn't an animation, but he pet that cat. Sir Maxwell joined our army the moment we got news of Prince Roland's death. The timing is too convenient. I can't help but feel there's something else going on here. Hey, cool it, buddy. Fucking cool it. Oh damn, that basically confirms it. I mean, I guess we're supposed to assume that this soldier just straight up sees through it. Like, that's what he's implying. He's like, I know what's going on. Like, guide me here, Serenoa. What's going on? This is proof of his resolve, one which I will support with all my might. I think that's firm enough. It kind of gets to the point of, like, be cool, bro. Understood, sir. He is doing this for the sake of Wolfort and Glenbrook both, then. I admire his resolve and will continue to serve as dutifully as always. All the other soldiers feel the same. You needn't worry about a thing, Lord Serenoa. Yeah, you start spreading rumors, man. Bad news for everybody. Thank you. I could not have gotten this far without all of you. It still looks like reopening my shop will take some time, even with Hyzant's provisions. But hey, these are here now, so that's something. Some of the houses burned down, it's so sad. My child would oft go to bed with an empty belly and tearful eyes, but no more. You have no idea how grateful I am for that. Some oak. Okay, very good. A red anklet. Okay, we'll have to check out what that is. We have a red scarf, which heals you. Let's see, that one heals you when you get kills, right? I think that's the one that Roland has. I can't imagine Hyzant giving so much without expecting anything in return. Oh, I suppose beggars cannot be choosers. Suppose they can't. Increases strength and magic attack for 3 turns when you defeat an enemy. Okay. I'm gonna give you an evasion ring. What does this one do? Guarantees first action. Yeah, Red Anklet should go to one of my higher DPS people. It might be good on you. You do get kills often enough. But usually you have to wait extra turns before you can use it again, which doesn't make it the most useful on you. Yeah. I think you're a good candidate for this. Okay. As Prince Roland said, we should take the salt to Esfrost. Accusing Minister Sorsley without evidence would do us no good.
What do you need?
The Saintly Seven have tremendous power in Hyzant, and Minister Sorsley is no exception. Reporting his crimes comes with no small measure of danger. We must make our decision carefully. Yeah, I almost want to toe the line for a hot second until we have a better opening to do something, you know? It's kind of the way I'm leaning right now.
Serenoa.
We cannot overlook Minister Sorsley's black market dealings, let alone be party to them. I know that it means that even more will have to go without salt in the duchy, but still. I believe we should go to Hyzant and bring these crimes to light.
Serenoa.
We have nothing to prove Minister Sorsley's dealings illegal, nor would I want to put our relationship with the Holy State at stake. Right now, we need allies more than ever, leaving us no choice but to do Minister Sorsley's bidding.
We must decide.
Minister Sorsley is involved with trafficking illegal salt. It would be in our best interest to expose him before we get further involved. We may not escape entirely unscathed, but it must be done. Oh man, this one's tough for me, man.
Aye, lad.
I can't even imagine a proud and honorable house like ours committing a crime. We've got to go to Hyzant and report that no-good minister. They're all no good, but he's really bad. There's no doubt that he is exceptionally bad.
Lord Serenoa.
Transporting illicit salt or reporting Minister Sorsley. Poor options both. Agreed. I wish we had the option of taking neither path. I leave the decision in your hands, Lord Serenoa. Okay. Okay, no matter what we do, we're gonna end up in fights no matter what, so, let's see. We know that there are different people that are at odds with each other. So, X-Arm, for instance. He would want to side with us if he's enemies with End, right? So... Alright, we're gonna report the illegal salt shipments. And yes, this is gonna blow up in our face, but it's what we're gonna do. So we need to convince you.
Serenoa.
We ought to make for Hyzant and report the illegal salt shipments. I loathe the mere thought of being party to these crimes, but spouting off baseless accusations will avail us nothing. Damn, what did we not unlock? The whole realm may know of your death, but I still think it too dangerous to make way for Esfrost.
Still.
There is danger everywhere, not just in Esfrost. Do you expect me to stay cooped up in this castle forever? You look as though you have more to say, my friend.
Moreover,
You needn't hold back. You know you can be honest with me. I'm already changing my mind. As your vassal, I cannot let you be an accomplice to these wrongdoings in all good conscience.
Well,
I appreciate your concern, but I've told you already, I am not but a common soldier now. I am prepared to do whatever I must to reclaim Glenbrook. Bringing Minister Sorsley's crimes to light won't be easy, nor is it without danger. Even so, it is a path worth considering. Oh, I'm already changing my mind. Which one do I want to do? Nope, I'm switching. I'm switching to the other one. Also, like, why? I wonder what we missed for unlocking that dialogue. I wonder if there's a chance that you can't get that unlocked based on the route choices that we've made for some reason. That's a possibility, I suppose. Like, perhaps if we haven't traveled to Hyzant, there's knowledge that we don't have. So, based on our first decision at the early game, maybe we don't have some unlocked options here. Let's also change our perspective to make sure that we didn't miss talking to somebody. Okay. I think we just have to assume that we won't always be able to unlock everything based on path choices. Okay. So, travel to Hyzant and report. Those are the people we've got to convince. Okay. So let's start with you.
We must decide.
Minister Sorsley is involved with trafficking in illegal salt. It would be in our best interest to expose him before we get further involved. We may not escape entirely unscathed, but it must be done. We should transport the salt to the duchy at House N's behest. I see. So you believe we should follow Minister Sorsley's orders. There is no guarantee we will succeed in exposing Sorsley, and should we fail, we would make enemies of both House End and the Holy State itself. The odds of appealing to those in power in another nation and succeeding are certainly not in our favor. We have enough enemies as it is. It would be wise for us to earn ourselves. It would be wise for us not to earn ourselves anymore. There is still time, Benedict. I would like to continue our discussion.
Certainly not.
Very well, my lord. Is it safe to assume that you think exposing Minister Sorsley's crimes to be a reckless course of action? We haven't sufficient information. That's true. Shaking Hyzant's faith in one of the Saintly Seven will be nigh impossible. Valid
Interesting
point.
indeed.
The title of saint holds great power in the Holy State. In the worst case, we would be considered heathens trying to disturb the peace, and make ourselves enemies of the entire nation. It is an outcome we should avoid at all costs. You've made your position clear, Benedict. I only ask that you keep my words in mind. But of course, my lord, allow me a moment more to make my decision. Okay. May have convinced him.
Aye, lad.
I can't even imagine a proud and honorable house like ours committing a crime. We've got to go to Hyzant and report that no-good minister. I'm sorry, buddy, but we should transport the salt for now. You're actually considered doing his dirty work. Why? Minister Sorsley is no fool. He is no doubt wary of our betrayal. Can't deny that. This is a grave crime he's committing after all. That servant of his, Booker, is also nothing to sneeze at. If we're not careful, Could be our heads on the chopping block. I wish us not to be party to these crimes if we can avoid it, but things are not so simple, I'm afraid.
Consider this.
I'm sure you've thought long and hard about it, but I'm still just thinking about dirtying our hands like that makes me sick to my stomach. Okay, the risk is great. Survival of our house. If our accusations fall on deaf ears, we make an enemy of both House End and the Holy State. The risk is far too great. That'd leave House Wolford all on its lonesome. Troubling thought indeed. I understand that, I do, but still, it's just so damn difficult to accept. I need more time to think on it. This won't be an easy decision either way. Yeah, I'm not so sure on him. I don't think we convinced him.
Lord Serenoa.
Okay, we should transport the salt. So you believe it better to do Minister Sorsley's bidding? Might I ask why? Okay, we can get the upper hand. If we know the way House End's illicit operations work, we may figure out a way to get the upper hand. I see. It'll be easier to find the cracks in their defenses from the inside. Like I said, biding our time and choosing a better time to strike. And it may even give us an opportunity to strike.
Yes?
If that is our aim, I think it well worth the risk. Is there anything else you wish to know? There is. I cannot help wondering if being party to these acts would sully the Wolfort name. The words of outsiders likely mean little against the Saintly Seven. If we bring charges against Minister Sorsley, he may just lay all the blame at our feet.
Certainly.
The Saints hold tremendous influence in Hyzant. It certainly won't be easy to prove one of them guilty. On the contrary, they might use their position and power to indict us instead. An undesirable situation indeed, and one I would rather not find ourselves in. Thank you, Lord Serenoa. I see now where you stand. Okay. Okay, I think you're gonna be a tough one to convince, Frederica.
Serenoa.
Please, Serenoa, I must know why you are opposed to exposing Minister Sorsley's crimes. Now is not the time, that's the way I feel. Minister Sorsley is one of the Saintly Seven. Proving him guilty would be a struggle, even with evidence, of which we have none.
Surely.
Indeed, Minister Sorsley's work has greatly benefited the Hierophant for many years. He must have great influence in the Holy State. If we went to them now, desperate as we are and lacking proof, there is a chance they would not believe us. Might we speak a little longer?
In that case...
I admit I am more than curious as to why you would make us an accomplice to Minister Sorsley's illicit dealings. I wish to know Esfrost's true intentions. We might glean something new if we go there. I too would like to know what they're scheming, but our destination is enemy territory, and our recipient unknown. I fear there is just too much at stake. Let us return to our own councils, Frederica. I understand your feelings, as I hope you understand mine. Alright. Let's see how we did. I think we convinced Anna. And I think we may have gotten Benedict. Frederica and Eridor, probably not.
It is time to cast our votes. Do we follow Sorsley's orders and smuggle salt across our borders, or do we take another path? Approach the scales of conviction with your token at the ready.
Forgive me, my lord.
If you wish to sway me... Oh, never mind. Let's turn that off.
Even still,
I am sorry, Serenoa. Please understand. I think Anna's our only hope.
I agree.
You have my support, Lord Serenoa. Okay, I think that means we got it.
Just can't see it your way.
Just can't let House Wolford go down this path without a fight. Fair, Eredor.
The scales of conviction will illuminate the path we've chosen. The way forward is decided.
All right, we're criminals now.
We have no choice but to follow Sorsley's demands and bring the salt to Esfrost.
Our house just became a smuggling house.
We have chosen our path. We shall do as Minister Sorsley asks and deliver the salt to Esfrost.
Now that we have a heading, we need only move forward. Let us make haste.
indeed. No matter how perilous the road ahead may be, we must not falter.
Anna, begin the preparations.
As you wish.
Blame can easily be put on our head if we get caught with this, though. That's the other thing that's a little scary about it. Okay, Chapter 9, Part 2. Let's go.
No good deed is the product of selflessness, and Minister Sorsley's intervention on the Wolfort's behalf is no exception. In exchange for their livelihoods, Serenoa and his entourage must transport Sorsley's illicit salt across their borders. With no pride left to bolster them, they have little choice but to obey. Preparations for the journey are a somber affair.
March of the Smugglers. What have we done?
The cart's ready, my lord.
As are the disguises. None will suspect us to be aught but common merchants.
Good. Then let us prepare for our departure.
Just look at what we've been reduced to. Skullduggery and deceit.
I'm sorry, Aaron.
Whatever honor we had is losing its luster by the day.
Okay. 2 main story locations, one of them Whiteholm Castle. Cordelia reflects on her duties as queen. Oh, we got a character story too. In the halls of Hyzant's Ministry of Medicine, a young apothecary worries for the fate of her patients. Cool. Another person who's going to have some healing abilities, it looks like.
It's an emergency. We have 2 patients. Both with extraordinary fevers. The Rosellan is unresponsive.
Well, I can't tend to both unless you can give me 2 more pairs of arms.
Let me help. I've just completed my training and I'll do whatever it takes to save them.
Are there no real doctors left? Fine, come. We're losing precious time.
Leave the Rosellan. We must prioritize the believer.
Rude, Lila.
As you wish.
But the Rosellan will die unless we do something.
Do they not teach the order of things in school these days?
So what if they do? What does the order of things have to do with saving lives?
Not all lives are weighted the same. You would do well to remember that.
Quickly, Medina, these people are dying as we bicker.
Medina. An aspiring apothecary, Medina Alium. A young woman whose only desire is to help others. She studies diligently at the Ministry of Medicine, every day that she may aid the sick and injured who enter its halls.
I couldn't save him. Orders or not, I was the one following them. It's all my fault.
Where are you going? Medina!
I beg your pardon, Lord Serenoa, but a doctor from the Ministry requests an audience with...
My name is Medina. I've heard much about your house and simply had to see it for myself.
What insolence is this? Stand down. Pray tell, what brings you before me?
It is said House Wolfert possesses a relic known as the Scales of Conviction. Is this true?
It is. We turn to the scales for guidance in times of trouble.
Then, I wonder if they might guide me forward as well. I had a crisis of confidence. A man was counting on me to save his life, and I let him die. I cannot let this happen again. I wish to save all the lives I can, regardless of country or creed. Pray grant me the chance to consult the scales, that I might walk the righteous path.
It's not really how that works.
The scales are merely a tool to an end. They are not a magical window into the future. When decisions must be made, all in this house have a say. We choose as best we're able and strive to ensure we chose wisely.
You mean you strive not to regret your decision?
That is all one can do. Forgive me if this is not the answer you sought.
Then, would House Wolfert accept my aid if I offered it, my lord?
If you would serve as a physician, that would be a boon. For we fear the war is far from over.
I would be honored, my lord. I would see what I could do to rewrite the order of things.
Then let us walk the path together.
I am at your service, my lord.
Medina has joined your forces. Welcome to the team, Medina. Okay, an expert in healing items. Increases the potency of healing items and can use items twice in the same turn. Okay, cool. Possibly make use of that. That means that she could potentially use spices and heal and things like that. And I wonder if she can throw those items as well. Okay. Cordelia reflects on her duties as queen.
So, I am queen. What should I do?
You should listen to the Archduke and obey.
Is that all the Archduke wants? An obedient wife? And here I thought the Esfrosti valued freedom.
Yeah, call him out, girl. Call him out. Come on. Get Evlora to see how much of a piece of shit her Gustadolf is.
So long as you must look to others, you do not deserve freedom.
Rude.
Freedom is a privilege, and only those with the strength to see their will realized are deserving of it. It is not given, it is taken.
You have a messed up view.
And it is not often taken easily. This I know.
I see. Thank you.
Next time you think to ask that question, answer it yourself.
You realize you're telling her basically that if she wants her freedom, she's got to take it. You know what that means?
Father.
Killing
Look
Gustadolf.
over me until I find the strength I require.
I think she's going to try something before this game ends. I really hope it doesn't get her killed.
What is Gustadolf thinking to marry a sniveling brat? No glory is worth her dismal company.
It is unacceptable. He should have let me deal with those obstinate boors in Glenbrook.
They're like petulant children.
Everyone has boarded the cart, my lord. We await your orders.
We cannot use the main road. This journey will not be an easy one.
I suspect not. Minister Sorsley's instructions were clear. We are to secure a new route through our domain that will not draw unwanted attention.
We've drawn up a rough map. It passes through uncharted wilderness and treacherous mountains, places which no common travelers would dare traverse. My scouts have also reported rumors that the area is inhabited by bandits and beasts alike.
To make no mention of the dismal weather on the horizon.
Regardless, we must depart. We have an appointment to keep after all.
Don't worry, I got a Thunder Mage.
Under the cover of rainfall, House Wolfort leads a cart full of salt northward through the treacherous mountain passes where few dare to tread. However, the rain quickly turns from help to hindrance as it batters down on the riders, making the ground treacherous and the path ahead clouded in mist. The party stops to wait out the weather and determine their next course of action.
Okay, an abandoned village. Interesting. Alright, so we're gonna have to explore this abandoned village in the next episode. So thank you all for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you want to see what's going on here, at this clearly abandoned village that probably doesn't have bandits or monsters in it, tune into the next one. Have a good one, everybody. I'd like to give a very special shout out to my patron supporters, Darren York, ZTD, 7th Son, Louis D, Ivan K, Len, HLLJ, and Jordan and Emily Hill. If you would also like to join this tier or any others, check out my memberships or my Patreon in the description down below.